right, welcome back, everybody. Another episode of The Rundown. So this podcast is going to be brought to you by Justin Cobalt of Precision Detailing. You can contact him on Facebook at Precision Detailing LLC, and at the end of every podcast, like always, we'll have his phone number and contact info. So this is again going to be another rundown. This is the Wild of Me Now podcast, and we're doing this a little different today. We're just going to kind of go through what's coming up and what we have going on, and as well as just some of the fights. We didn't actually do a rundown or a breakdown or preview of these fights or anything like that, but we are going to just do what we
recap.
A little recap of what we saw. And so again, I'm Prodigy.
And the Magic Man.
And here we go. So what we got going on this weekend, Saturday, April 20th.
Super excited for this.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to this for 2 months now.
You've been correcting me forever. We're gonna say micro wrestling.
Micro wrestling, yeah, because Jay's been having a problem with the M word, but we'll try to get that out. So again, Saturday, April 20th, here in Rochester at the Graham Arena. Micro Wrestling Federation is coming to town, and again, micro wrestlers are dwarfs, little people that wrestle, and we're really excited to be able to interview one of them and just kind of get backstage.
Flying Ryan.
Yeah, Flying Ryan is who we're going to be interviewing.
Here is evil. Is that what we were told?
I was told the most hated micro wrestler
ever, or just now?
In America.
In
America is what is traded. I don't know if
this is a international thing.
I don't know if he's gone overseas, so definitely everybody hates him in America.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of his highlights and stuff, and I mean, he is fun to watch. He used throwing Superman punches and stuff, and making some MMA stuff, so I'm kind of excited that he's the guy.
One of my friends was telling me that we have to call him out and get me in the cage with him.
Get you in the cage with him?
Yeah, on Saturday night.
He weighs like 140 pounds, so he's like right around my weight.
Right.
He probably could beat my ass.
He's like, the only way I want to see this is if you jump in the ring with them. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna let that happen.
I don't know if they, yeah, maybe, but we'll try. And I don't know. From the looks of it, he's just gonna be just him, kind of pumping up the show, and then he'll be in character during the show, but. It seems like he has a little bit of an edge to him all the time too. He likes to go to the bar, and it looks like he has like a little trademark where he grabs beers and shakes them up like Stone Cold used to.
Oh, he's a mini Stone Cold?
Yeah. He uses some of that stuff, and so he looks like he's a hell of a fun guy, and it seems like some of the interviews he's been a lot of fun. I know I saw an interview where he's doing he's playing with a drone and just kind of fucking around with that and I play with that. So it was kind of cool to see that he does just regular interviews, because again, I know I was worried about if he's gonna be in character, if I have to pretend to be in character too, or how we're gonna do that.
Be Randy Savage.
Yeah, I didn't know how you can do it, brother. I'd be like, all right, like Mean Gene. What are you gonna do? But yeah. So again, Saturday, April 20th, right here in Rochester, Minnesota. If you're in the area, you want to check them out. And if you're not in the area, they are traveling all over. And I noticed that they've been in 2 spots already in Minnesota. I believe they're going to be in 2 spots. So the 19th, the night before, they're actually here. I think they're in St. Cloud. Okay. So they're actually coming down from St. Cloud to here, and so they're just all over. So they're gonna be traveling everywhere, and we'll have like their touring info and stuff coming up once we get the actual podcast out with Flying Ryan.
Get like a calendar.
Yeah, and we'll kind of show everybody where they're going next.
Because this is a nationally listened podcast now.
Hopefully,
with iTunes,
and iTunes and Podbeam, and so. We're on YouTube. We're kind of everywhere. We're blowing up right now, hopefully, and at least we're trying to get us out in as many outlets as possible, so as many people as possible can listen to it. So if anybody shares it, they always have an outlet to it. And I know the big thing was that people were having a hard time watching the podcast. And so we got it to now where you could just straight up listen to it on iTunes, or again, Podbeam is another one where it's just straight in audio.
See, I always prefer the apps to listen to podcasts, because I usually don't have time to sit around and just watch a fucking YouTube video for 3 hours.
For work and stuff as well.
Yeah, so. I just put my headphones at work, tell my boss to go fuck off, Chad. And,
yeah, Chad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, so we are on as many platforms as possible right now. We do have a Twitter now. We have Instagram. We have our Facebook page. We're just trying to get as many people to see eyes on this as possible. So if you have any of those and you follow us, you like us, please share it. Again, we're going to be doing the micro wrestling, so once that comes to town, we'll show and kind of share where they're going to go next. I think it might be like Wisconsin or Iowa or something like that.
Poor guys.
It seems like they're kind of traveling across the country right now.
Because this is from Tennessee. Is that what I was saying? That's
right
their roots?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact town in Tennessee, but yeah, Tennessee.
I'm going to say Nashville, because isn't that the only town?
That's the only one anybody knows about, right?
Yeah. Memphis? Is that in Tennessee?
Yeah, because I think that's where Rampage Jackson is from, actually. So,
okay. Yeah, so they have 2 cities in Tennessee now?
So yeah, so maybe it's one of those two.
Yeah.
Probably not, but whatever.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a lot of fun. And again, we've been looking forward to it, and we actually, at least from what we've been told, and hopefully it goes down like this, we get to go backstage and kind of talk to the guy, get a little bit of a 15-minute interview, which isn't usually as long. You know, we try to do a little bit longer. For most
We'll take what we can get right now.
Exactly, yeah. We'll take what we can get, and we're just, you know, at least for me.
It's kind of like bar clothes.
Yeah. Like, you give me just a half a shot, I don't care. You know? But,
no, just taking home what you can get.
Hey, I've had way too many nights like that.
Just kidding, I've never done that.
I was a young man at one point in my life. I've made mistakes. So yeah, but hopefully we get to go backstage, and we're actually gonna talk to him, and you know, hopefully get to meet some of the other wrestlers and get a picture with him, and it'd be cool to like be able to see the backstage. Cause I always watched professional wrestling since I was little, so I always kind of want to see what it was like back there. I know what it's like for fights and stuff, but I'm sure it's a lot different for the professional wrestling, just you know, or the micro wrestling as well, because they're just kind of getting ready for it, and they all have it kind of, you know, choreographed to kind of know who they're going against and stuff, you know, and they're all kind of.
They're reading the script or not?
I don't know if they're doing that, but obviously they're stretching out. You know, that's what I want to know. Like, are they back there like Paxton? Make sure at this point you do this, you know, because I'm sure they have to run it through, or maybe they just do like the same routine over and over again. But I'm not sure exactly. But again, that's something hopefully we can figure out and get a little bit of detail, something that I've always wanted to know since I was a kid. And from the videos I've seen, like I said, flying right in this man punches, he was jumping off the top rope. Like they have like hardcore matches. They hit each other over the head.
Yeah, I want to see like ladders and chairs. Ladders and cage match?
Yeah, ladders and what I saw was they have
ladders, tables, chairs.
Yeah, tables, ladders, and chairs. TLC.
TLC.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy.
I was never a big wrestling fan.
I was a huge wrestling fan. I named a cat after Swan. Yeah,
we went over that.
We went over. If you didn't listen to that, or you did listen to that podcast, as a matter of fact, we were working on the audio of that, and I think I had figured out we did miss a couple minutes where we couldn't get it fixed correctly, and it just was buzzing, so we kind of cut a couple minutes out, but it didn't cut out any of the detail of that. Yeah, so that podcast is going to be coming out here in a few weeks again. Just we got to get it all edited and make sure that.
And we have some exciting ones coming up.
We do have some exciting ones. We want to jump into that now, or do we want to just skip ahead and then come back?
Do you want to announce those?
I don't care. You go ahead. We got a few of them coming up.
Yeah.
You guys tell me the ones you're thinking of, because we've been having a bunch of different ones going on.
Well, this weekend we're trying to get involved with Trash Talk again.
Yep. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a big.
Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas, TJ, Tom, whatever the hell he wants to be called, Damien. And so yeah, the Trash Talk group and us, we're gonna try to do. But it looks like we're gonna do like a little bit of a mashup. And so we're going to do a breakdown of...
It's a swapcast. That's the word I've been looking for
like
2 fucking weeks.
Swapcast.
I knew it would hit me one of these days.
I'm glad it hit you on the day. That's perfect.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, we're going to do a swapcast with between Wow Look At Me Now guys, me and Jay, and the Trash Talk guys, which is Thomas and or TJ, Tom, however the hell he wants to be called nowadays, and Damon Hill, which is awesome.
That's what I'm going to call him. I'm just going to stutter his name.
Because I don't understand or figure out what you want to be called. So what we'll be doing there is we'll be doing a breakdown of the 3-year Restore Down card that's coming up.
Which leads to our next guest.
Yeah, and we just had Austin, which is which is the main event for this. And then I believe, if not, is this the co-main event or is this the main event? Because I know that Austin.
Since I'm professional, I'm gonna look at my phone real quick.
I know Austin and Kalen were.
I
believe his name's Kalen. Kalen, right? The guy Austin, the albino rhino. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I believe they are the main event because they were the biggest picture.
I just sent that picture to you.
I got it in my phone, but my phone's recording.
Were you just looking for it?
Yeah, I was actually looking for the phone that was recording.
I don't think it's the co-main because they also have the Felipe.
Okay, yeah. But, so she might be like the featured fight then.
Yeah.
So what is? How do you say her name again?
Jordan.
Is it Casey? It's either Casey or Cassie. But
see, she just got married, and it was Nicoletti.
Oh, so now it's okay. Okay.
We'll have to confirm with her.
But we are going to get her, and she is the current 115, or was she 125? We gotta see. We're trying. We just actually confirmed this, so literally right before we jumped on. Literally before we jumped on.
It literally doesn't say away.
Okay, well, she is the 3-year Restore Down, and she is the women's champion. I'm not sure. I'm thinking this is 115 or 125.
Yeah.
Again, I just seen her fight for the first time.
I showed her your awesome. Showed him your awesome. Your awesome knockout.
Yeah, so we are watching this. Yeah, so we did just see you, and again, I didn't know anything about her before this, but I am so glad that we are going to get her on because she looks like a goddamn killer.
Yeah.
That poor blonde girl that she beat up, I don't know if she woke up or not. We didn't see it, but
I was in the locker room at that moment.
I pray that she's okay. But yeah, it's very exciting. We're going to get her on, and actually, this will be kind of cool. I'm kind of excited about this. It'll be our first girl
female.
guest. Yeah. So, we'll actually have a female on it, and hopefully that'll reach out to some of the other females, that maybe are sick of listening to those guys talk about sweating and beating each other up. So that's exciting. And then, again, we have Brock confirmed he's coming on at some point. Again, we're trying to figure out.
We're trying to work that calendar out.
Yeah, we're trying to work that out. Again, and then we're going to get Angel
Pacheco.
Pacheco. I want to say Pacheco because I fought a guy whose last name was Pacheco, but it was spelled the same way. This is Pacheco. So yeah, we're gonna have Angel on as well. Hopefully Brock.
He just won his pro debut against my opponent.
Yep, against Ash Majek. Yeah, the guy you won your pro debut against as well. Which hats off to Ash for jumping back in there so quick.
And I want to believe he actually moved up weight. Angel did.
Yep. Because he said he walks around like 52 or 53 or something. Like he walks around right around where I walk around at. So he's usually like 45.
I never saw what they confirmed this fight at.
But it was at 160.
It was.
In the interview, yeah, I watched the Trash Talk guys. Got me. They he ended up being at 160.
Okay.
So they thought it was gonna be at 55, but unfortunately Ash just couldn't make the weight in time. So
he has that problem, I guess.
Yeah, he couldn't make the weight for your fight set up for a little while, but that's for the Trash Talk podcast. We'll get back to that. Who else do we have? Jay, we've been working on a lot of people. I know Steve Patterson, the guy, he's on the Minnesota Freeze semi-pro football team here in Rochester.
He's trying that for May.
Yep, he has
So we're not gonna talk about the fights. We're just talking about our shit coming up.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming up. So if you guys are excited, and again,
because you said he played football.
Yeah, he plays semi-pro. He's on the semi-pro
Freeze.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I worked with the guy from there. That played on that. He's like a linebacker, corner. I don't know football.
He played.
He tried to hit the ball.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
I think it's tethered ball. That's different. Right.
Okay.
That's why we punch people, man.
Yeah.
Can't read, can't sing,
catch,
dance,
can't throw.
We fucking fight. So yeah, but those guys, Steve's gonna be on, and he's got his own brewing company that he's starting up. I believe that they're gonna be launching that on Halloween.
Where's that out of?
Out of Rochester. Here.
Okay.
Yep, but they're in the details and trying to finalize everything. But I know they already have like, God, I want to say he said over 20. I want to say 22 or 23 different brews that they're working on, and they have different kinds of stuff. And so right now they're just kind of giving people tests and stuff, but they can't really sell or distribute anything. So until they actually find a place and can.
What was the name of that? Do you know? Okay.
It's called Primeston.
Okay.
Yep. And so yeah, Primeston.
I just stopped at a craft beer festival in Montana last couple weekends ago.
Okay. Yeah, another one.
So I don't know if they were there.
So yeah, I don't know if he was either. But yeah, so that's really exciting. And again, he's a guy that I've been doing those private lessons with, and he's really coming on. So we're going to talk about private lessons and stuff as well to kind of hype him up because he's getting back in shape for that football. So last week we did kettlebells, and so I was trying to murder him with some kettlebells. So we'll talk about.
Dude, I want to go down to that On It place and do the kettlebell certification and their battle fucking thing.
Oh, with the big thing with the ball into it, dude. That thing looks so badass.
I know, and they do like open seminars where you can go get your certificate.
Yeah, we should definitely look into some of that. And when we were doing Austin's, what I was looking at, just because we're talking, screw you guys. The place upstairs does that.
Self-defense
with guns, knives, like all kinds of shit.
I just want to get shot once.
Self-defense too. That's what I was saying. I just want to go to that class.
You just want to shoot me.
I just want to shoot each other, dude. You shoot me.
Do you think we could get tased? It's been a life goal of mine, without actually like causing something to get me tased.
Let's call Austin. We'll call Austin.
Okay.
Austin, if you're watching, hit us up. Can we get tased? Does that guy have tasers? Will he just tase us?
Can we just call the cops?
There's masks and there's tasers. That's all we need to know.
Dude, I just watched this video the other day where some guy got tased and he fell on his face, puked, and then shit himself. So maybe I don't want to get tased. Because they just set him down in his pile of puke in his face.
Was he like getting tased for voluntarily?
Yeah, like they were holding him and they just set him down into his puke. And I'm like, what dicks? You could have just turned him off a little bit.
Austin, call Jay. He wants to get tased. I want to watch.
Then all you hear is like, I just shit myself.
Oh, that poor son of a bitch. I watched one of those videos. The funniest one I ever see though is like two guys hold up a lady and she like screams and grabs the guy, but grabs right on his jump, dude, and just squeezes and he's like, ah!
See, I just picture the fucking Hangover when I'm Zach Galifianakis. And I just, ah! They gotta hit me 3 more times.
Oh shit. Okay, is there anybody else? So we got.
We're still working on 2 more, but we're waiting for fight camps to get worked out.
Waiting for those. Yeah, so wait for that. Yeah, I think that's it for right now. We're still just trying to keep forward and make sure that we got some good guests and give us time so me and you can do our podcast.
Yeah, we're running out of our shit.
Yeah, we're running
time
out of,
anyways.
Yeah, we're running out of time. We're all going back to work here. Unfortunately, we were around unemployment for a little while here with the seasonal work. So, living in Minnesota, you kind of get a few months off, and we actually got to start this project up. And Jay, I started up. Jay jumped on board, and it's been the best thing that helps, and the best idea that I've had is bringing on here and letting you fuck around with this and help me out.
I've been helpful. I keep telling people I'm helpful, but nobody ever believes me.
Just you're helpful in your own way, Jay. That's the thing. They just gotta figure that out. So the fights we wanted to break down is Holloway versus Poirier 2. We'll just kind of jump into that since everybody's probably getting bored. But again, check out Micro Wrestling Saturday, April 20th. It's this Saturday coming up. We're gonna post it out hopefully in the morning.
Gotta get out tomorrow. Oh,
so yeah, so hopefully I'll get
You're gonna be up all night.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up, and I gotta work at 8 in the morning too. So it's gonna be a long day. But luckily I have tomorrow night off. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll get it out tomorrow. Then this is gonna come out on Saturday. So tomorrow basically when this comes out. So
it's today.
Yeah, it's today.
We're gonna start talking in the future.
Yeah, I know it sucks. I forget that. So check it out, April 20th. Get your tickets. Graham Arena, Micro Wrestling Federation. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna share a bunch of stuff for it. And again, if you don't make the show here, they're gonna be all over. So check them out. Yeah, but I'm sure they're gonna come back sometime soon too. But the fights we're gonna go over is Holloway versus Poirier 2. And there was 3 fights that we're gonna talk about.
And this one got brought up just because the guy did phenomenal.
And I've seen him before. He's pretty tough. So I'm glad that he had a good showing and stood out to you. So you can bring this first one because this is the one that you brought up that you want.
I forget his first name, but it's Roundtree. Do you know his first name?
Calais Roundtree.
Calais? Yeah, I was gonna say it was something odd.
Yeah, it's Calais Roundtree. But I'm not sure who he fought.
It was Arns or something that he fought. Aaron's. You know what? We have it, the computer for a reason, right?
You just keep talking.
Okay. So, anyways, this guy, he came off a couple wins, I believe, but his performance, or actually might have just came off a loss, and his performance wasn't the best in his past fights. But he decided to move out to Thailand for 4 weeks. Which was something that intrigued me right away because it's something that I've been trying to work to do.
He actually moved to Thailand.
Yeah, well, initially he was just going to go for a 4-week camp.
Oh, wow.
And then he was there and he's like, I'm not leaving here, is what it ended up being.
Eric Anders is who.
See, I was close, guys. And anyways, he just came out and controlled this guy for 3 rounds with his Muay Thai.
So the trip to Thailand actually paid off very, very well for him. It sounds like.
That Anders guy had nothing for him. He just was beating up his leg, beating him up boxing.
Yeah.
Now I think in the 3rd round his gas tank was hitting him a little bit, but.
Yeah, so actually Clay Roundtree's last fight was a loss, and it was to our buddy Johnny Walker.
Oh yeah, because he got knocked out by Johnny Walker and was like, "Fuck this, I'm going to Thailand." Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, and then but the fight before that was a knockout or a TKO win, and that was against Genki Gohan Saki, who is a really good kickboxer.
Okay.
So he's actually had before that. He's actually had some pretty good results in the UFC.
I'm trying to look on this over your shoulder, under your shoulder.
3-3 with 1 no contest.
Yeah.
All 3 finishes though.
Anyways, the reason I want to talk about this is because I'm trying to
3 finishes.
Work something out to go to Thailand next
winter. Yeah, you want to go to Thailand.
I want that one bad. So.
Where do you want to go to Thailand?
Is it Phuket?
Phuket.
The Tiger Muay Thai?
That's where you want to go to Tiger?
Yeah.
Yep. So when do you want to go though? You want to go next year once?
Next winter once I get laid off for the winter and.
So how do you get money in Thailand? You just call from your phone?
Well, I'll get my unemployment through the state.
I use call. Do you use yours online?
Online.
Oh yes, I call.
I know how to use the internet.
I was like, I wonder how long, it's gonna cost me more to call them to get my money than to fucking.
Well, either that, I'll just give my mom my password and she can do it.
Yeah, she just said that for you.
My mom does a lot for me still.
Yeah, dude, that's.
I'm
awesome.
not quite a grown adult yet.
No, my mom does a shit ton for me too, bro. Don't worry, I know. So Roundtree though, again, he picked this guy apart, and a lot of his fights I've seen this guy.
Yeah, by the end of the first round, this guy could not put any weight on his front foot. And he would not with stances. He must be like a fucking can't do southpaw or orthodox, whichever one he is.
He's not good apparently. I just love that we can look at shit now, dude. That's so awesome. And that guy's on a 3-fight losing streak right now too, unfortunately. 2 decisions and a TKO, it looks like. So yeah, that guy's unfortunately on his way out. And so good win for Roundtree, but that, you know, it sounds like that guy's probably gonna get cut, at least the way it looks. A fight I didn't get to see, but yeah, Roundtree's a good guy. And that's 85, right?
Yeah, it is. It says it right there.
85. Yeah, so 85. So yeah.
But isn't Johnny Walker light heavyweight?
Johnny Walker could be heavy.
Because they're sending him up to fight Jones eventually. I thought that was the kind of thing we were talking about a while ago.
Oh, look at that. Now we can check it out. Ooh, so this Anders must have came up to, so it is 205. So yeah. Roundtree's a 205. He came up from 85 that Anders did. And maybe he thought the weight cut was his problem.
Yeah. That wasn't the issue.
Roundtree and Roundtree's 8-3. Yeah, that's just he only has fucking 95. That's crazy. Yeah. But 5.
But I think he came off like an Ultimate Fighter or something.
Something. He fought the RFA. It looks like.
Does it say?
Yep, 2 fights in the RFA.
Well, I meant about
the Ultimate Fighter. Yep.
Yeah. So how many fights did he have in that?
Yeah.
Because those don't count, right?
Yeah, he had a couple on the Ultimate Fighter as well, but he lost on the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know what. Well, it looks to me like he made it to the finals. Right?
Yeah. To the finals.
So he made it to the finals, and yeah, so that's pretty good, yeah. Nice. Lost the decision in the finals.
Because I want to say that's what the commentator was talking, Joe was talking about in the Ultimate Fighter, and then I forgot about the Johnny Walker.
Yep, Johnny Walker's a big, it's a big setback, but again, I mean, Johnny Walker's the fucking next big thing, and he's going to be fighting, one of those guys, John Jones.
I'm excited about this Thiago Silva and John Jones fight.
Santos?
Santos,
Yeah, that's supposed to be good.
But
the big fucking head.
I really want.
He knocks a lot of people out too, but.
Anyways.
What do you want? What did you want? You were gonna say you really want what?
The Johnny Walker Jones fight.
Johnny Walker Jones, yeah.
And like 2 or 3 fights probably.
Yeah.
Let him develop a little bit more, but.
Yeah, knock a couple guys out. So the next fight is Gastelum versus Stylebender, which was a fucking war.
Yeah.
It's one of those fights, man. The first 2 rounds went to Stylebender. Second 2 rounds went to Gastelum. Gastelum almost had him finished. Maybe vice versa, but.
Yeah, I want to say it was 1-3 and 2-4 is the way I kind of remember it.
I just seen the highlights, so I just see them go back and forth, and I know that
I
they both drop each other.
And had to buy ESPN Plus.
So you actually got to watch the fights. Yeah. And so I was getting your play, you were telling me what's going on, I was reading the play-by-play as well, and then I got to see the highlights the next day, and I was just watching the highlights a little bit here too.
Yeah.
They're just fucking going at it, man. They both got dropped, they both fucking were getting,
Dude, and I was talking to somebody on Facebook, we were kind of talking through comments and stuff.
Yep.
And like, this is the fight that really, I think, kind of put Stylebender out of that shell where he was getting those quick knockouts, getting those quick finishes, and actually had a good test where somebody was beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, I watched a video actually where he said it to Dana White, where he said, like, this is where I can show you I have the heart of a lion, like, where I can show you what I'm really made of. He's
and
like,
if
I
you
don't
saw
like
his
these
post-fight,
often. He's like, but I can show you that I have them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you saw his post-fight picture, he fucking, his lip was all shut over his chin. Yeah, like, he took a beating, and there's a couple times where I thought he was done. Where Gastelum rocked him.
Gastelum dropped him.
And if Gastelum, I felt like, had that little bit of cardio, that little extra push, maybe was 6 inches taller, because.
Right, yeah. That reach was definitely a big factor in this. And
yeah.
The Stylebender, though, man, he goes after people.
In that 5th round, he was like, all right, I'm going to push the pace.
That's where, Gastelum kind of slowed down, and Stylebender knew, I think, deep down inside his head, he's like, either I go for it or my shot's gone.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one shot I get. If I lose this.
Because I think it was at the end of the 4th round, Stylebender got rocked a little bit, and I was like, ooh.
And then it came back
Gastelum
and
can push
that 5th.
Because, like, I was kind of cheering for Gastelum just because, he's been around forever.
Right.
I was wanting that veteran to finally get it,
Right.
And Stylebender shut the door on him.
Really bad.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, really bad. It was one of those things where coming into that 5th round, it was who could dig deeper, who could actually figure out the other guy at this point. And I think if Gaslam would have shot more takedowns or tried to get more pain against the cage, it would
Which
have
is
done
something, because wasn't he a All-American wrestler?
very good wrestler. I'm not exactly sure how good a wrestler, but I know he's a very good
I don't
wrestler.
think he's used
Very
his
good as an
wrestling in the
ultimate
UFC,
fighter.
is what they were saying.
Not a lot. No, he kind of became one of those guys that got really good with his hands, and after that, because in the Ultimate Fighter, he used his wrestling a lot to win, and then he won a decision against and everybody thought he was going to lose because he was going against the guy who does the spinning hook kick.
At 85?
Yeah.
No, because it would have been 70 back then.
No, it was 85.
Okay.
It might have even been 205.
When,
It was a guy that everybody was afraid of, but he kept knocking everybody out. I could not think of his name.
Uriah Hall.
Yeah, Uriah Hall. Yeah, but so he beat Uriah Hall by a 3-round decision because everybody thought Uriah Hall was gonna knock him out, but he ended up winning it and won the Ultimate Fighter. I think
he's another tall guy.
I think Gaslam was the youngest guy to ever win the Ultimate Fighter, or at that point he was.
Okay, but see, I swear that was when he was fighting at 70. Because he came into the UFC, he was fighting at 70 forever. And then his last couple 70 fights, he couldn't make the
down to
weight.
70, couldn't make any more 70. He said no more 70, you're not allowed to go back down. And then
Is that what it
went
was?
to 85, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that
Because I want to say about
Uriah
Hendricks
Hall
and
is
shit.
an 85er, right? So I don't think Uriah Hall fights a 70.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's 85 or 205. Alright. You talked me into it, boss.
We can get our facts right now.
We can.
Now we need a third guy.
Yeah, we do need a third guy for these ones. Josh, where are you at?
Yeah, get your fucking head out of your ass.
You're not watching these.
I bet you're not even listening. I was gonna say a bad word.
We don't swear on this fucking podcast. Why didn't it search?
This downtime isn't good. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Yeah, you're supposed to be.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that Gaslam just didn't have any setups either. All he came was with that one big overhand too, the whole night. Unless they finally got in a kind of brawl situation where that's where you could kind of pop off.
Good, yeah.
But that's the only thing you could do to try to close that distance, and Stylebender would just fucking hit him on his way in every fucking time. Is Uriah Hall not a person?
Yes.
Dude, get with the real world and use Tapology.
Dude, I don't know. I just Google shit that comes up, bro. So anyway, yeah, Uriah Hall. Anyway, yeah, but Gaslam, yeah, he's a tough motherfucker, and he came up. But the big thing that kind of stood out with me in this fight is that after the fight, John Jones decided he was gonna start calling out Stylebender.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Pick on the little kids?
It's like, yeah, come on, bro. Like Stylebender is, and Stylebender said it too. It's like, I'm what John Jones wishes he was.
Right.
Do all things, the right things, and winning the way that he would have wished he would be winning these fights without having that
Asterisk?
that asterisk, yeah, against his fucking against his name, which he definitely does now.
Yeah.
And another thing too that's really cool about the story, and it sucks at Gaslam because again I like Gaslam and I watched all the fighters, so it was cool. But Stylebender is actually the second African to win a UFC title.
Was enough. Usman just took it a week or two ago.
Yeah, not too long ago, and the first two, and they were talking about how Stylebender said that like there's been enough gold stolen from Africa. It's about time to start bringing it back. And I was like, that's badass. And then Usman was actually there, and right after the fight,
I saw them taking the picture with their belts.
Together, yeah, like right after he got his belt. So that was badass, and it's cool because like they have like their like crazy dialect that they're talking.
So wait, time out.
What's up?
Okay, so Usman's is the unified champion, right? There's not an interim thing.
No intern.
No,
No.
but Stylebender's is still the
He's
interim.
still an intern. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're both champions. Yeah. But
That's national.
Whitaker is going to
Destroy Stylebender?
Yeah, it's gonna be Whitaker's gonna be.
See, and like that's what I was wondering too. Like obviously you don't want to see Yoel and Whitaker again because Whitaker already beat him twice. But why wasn't this like a Stylebender Yoel fight or?
Maybe that'd be. I don't know.
Who's number 4? No, 3. Because it's Whitaker, Yoel, and then whoever's number 3, and then it was Stylebender and Gaslam is 4 and 5.
The middleweight division, so 185. Yeah, so he's an 85. So Uriah Hall is 85. Boom, called it. I'm back to that.
Damn it.
I don't know. What the fuck were you saying? Sorry, I was reading something.
I was saying how I don't know who 3 is, but it's Whitaker's a champ. Yoel's number 1. Then there's 2 and 3, and then
Well, Yoel can't be number 1 because Stylebender had to have been number 1.
No, they were ranked number 4 and 5 going into this fight.
Was Yoel hurt or is he still?
That's what I'm wondering, if there's an injury. Because what happened to those 2, 3, 4 guys?
Yeah, because
1, 2, 3 guys, or 2, 3 guys, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the other guys would be. We have to look that up.
Because Jacare is not in the top 5 anymore.
Where the fuck is... We need... If you want to be our Jamie, hit us up, dude.
Yeah, I can only do this when I'm not on it.
Middleweight, right?
No, this is, yeah, middleweight.
God damn it. Welcome back.
Okay, so we got Yoel's number. Oh, this is.
God, your
what the
phone works
fuck?
way faster.
That's not right. Because it's got fucking what's his nuts. Okay, so, what the fuck? It's got Michael Bisping in it still. Get the fuck out of here.
Alright, here we go.
Oh no.
Where did that come from?
I hear it though. Do you hear stuff? No.
No, the good thing is it doesn't transfer on the phone. I don't know why it does that. Alright.
Okay, so now Israel's number 1. So we got Robert Whitaker as a champ. Israel is number 1. Yoel is number 2. Rockhold. Oh, you want to read it with me?
Yeah. I was trying to beat you. I'm first, man.
Alright, so it was. So before this weekend, it was 2 was Yoel, 3 was Rockhold. Or no, it was 1 was Yoel, 2 was Rockhold, 3 would have been Jacare, and then 4 and 5 was Gaslam and Israel. So I was just wondering with that top 4 guys what they were doing, because Rockhold's not hurt.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with Souza.
Yeah. That was just my 2 cents of thought of like what was going on and why wasn't he fighting with those guys.
Luke Rockhold's a fucking crybaby, dude. He's been trying to cry for.
Has he even fought since Bisping knocked him out?
I don't think so, dude.
Okay.
Well, he's just a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, and I've heard that he's trying to move up to
that guy's
heavyweight.
me the wrong way. Yeah, he's trying to call out Jones,
Yeah.
saying that he's a good. It's like, dude, well, he's doing whatever the fuck he can to get his fucking name out there.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about him.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Did you watch Game Bread and Rogan? Okay, Masvidal?
Yeah, Souza hasn't fought since November 2018. What was that? Sorry.
Alright, fuck me.
Sorry, what was that?
No, did you listen to Jorge Masvidal and Rogan's podcast yet?
I watched some, like most of it, but me and
It was
John were
pretty
talking during some of it. But yeah, that shit was so funny, dude. I gotta go back there and listen to it. I just listened to like maybe like the first, like, honestly 40 minutes.
I think he just became my favorite UFC fighter.
Did he?
Just not give a fuck. Like,
Dude, he just don't care. He's talking about where he's from. Like, he's like, my kid sees us. He's like, I'm gonna let some guy talk to me like that in front of my fucking kid. Like, what if my kid sees
Right.
me? I don't fucking know. And then he's like, I was scared for my life. I'm not what fuck this. I was scared for my life.
tells you to go.
And I was like, yeah, I was like, okay, keep. He's like, what did the police say? He's like, I didn't talk to no police officer. I just got out of there.
No, speak English.
He's like, yo, Miami, man, we known to slap people. Like, that's where we're from. Like, that's what we do. Yeah, that shit was good. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and listen to the rest of it. But yeah, he's fucking good.
No.
He's and then I like they're talking about the backyard fights and shit. It's like, first time I seen you fight was with Kimbo. He's fucking fighting bare knuckle. Because I just seen a post too. They're talking about all the fighters that fight bare knuckle now, and he was one of the ones that like started it. They're talking about like Justin Bell did back.
Yeah, but that's not the bare knuckle fight league. That was in the backyard
Yeah,
of
he
your
was
fucking
for real.
crackhead uncle's yard.
There's no money in that. Right? Maybe, like not like maybe $500 or something. You know?
Yeah.
Did he say how much he got paid, or did he? Say
I didn't know that.
I didn't know. I didn't. So like I said, I got through like maybe the first 40 minutes or whatever. So the main event though, which is one of the best fights I've seen, and again,
I was sad.
Gaslam versus Stylebender was at the time until the main event happened. They were saying it could be fight
Fight
of
of
the
the
year.
night, yeah. Oh, year?
Fight of the year.
Okay.
Contender, right? Fight of the night and fight of the year. And now Poirier versus Holloway 2 happens, and they come out and they just go at it. And the bad thing is Poirier just rocks Holloway right away and just stays on him the whole fight. And it seems like Holloway can never fully recover. He always was kind of getting clipped every now and then and kind of get wobbly leg and then come back and get wobbly leg. But he was landing a lot of punches. There was times where he was landing those, like 5, 6, 7.
I was going to say, the punch ratio that I could see and saw was like 10-2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The ones that were landed, Poirier were on point.
But I think this is the reason why Holloway stays at 45.
Yeah.
He's just not powerful enough.
Right.
Because, like, he'd hit him 6-7 times, just pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter. And then Poirier was like, what's up? I'm going to knock your head off.
Yeah, there's times where Poirier literally just had his head down and was just swinging.
Yeah, and he was jacked.
At it. Yeah, he looks good at 155.
Yeah.
He got way bigger. Hopefully no fucking steroids. Don't do no fucking, don't pull a delicious.
I heard they don't do that at ATT.
That's what I heard, yeah. And he was talking about how he called, is that where he's at? Is ATT now?
Yeah.
But I heard that they,
Because, what's his name? Guy from Chicago, fucking Muay Thai guy, Pitbull. Walked out with him. Walked out with him.
That's where, that's where Tony Martin and them train at. And
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, and they had a bunch of motherfuckers. I heard they have some fucking wars there.
That's where
talk about that.
Masvidal is? That's
yeah,
where Yoel is?
Yeah, Masvidal was talking about the wars that they were having, about how the body counts they have at the gym.
Yeah, just knocking motherfuckers out.
I'd love to hear some of those stories.
We might get some of those stories.
And
Tony Martin.
Yeah, Tony, get on here. Rock. Somebody contact us. Anybody, get on here, get all of us. Yeah, so it was a great fight. Two guys that honestly probably they're at their peak right now. They're probably the best.
Definitely.
And they definitely went out there.
This was the first champ now.
Yeah, champ versus champ. Yeah, and they went at it, man. And there's no backing down. Again, there was the time where they both stood in front of each other and just fucking went at it.
Yeah.
And they were just waiting for one of them to drop.
Dude, I remember watching Holloway's eye split open with that knee in the 4th round. 3rd or 4th round, I can't remember. But I just saw that and I was like, oh no, because it was literally just squirting out blood.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They just ran out. That's so scary, dude. He kept fighting like a fucking animal, dude.
Yeah, like, that's what I love about the goddamn Lions, man. They're ruthless. They will not back down for shit.
Yeah, dude, they fucking brawl, dude. And the best part is right after the end when they hugged each other, they were, giving each other props. And I was watching the video today where they went in the back and Poirier was actually like talking to Rush, who's Max's son. And he was like, your dad's a champion, don't worry, like, he's fine, he's perfect.
And then Holloway signed his gloves and gave him to Poirier for his foundation.
For his,
Which is the other reason why I love them Hawaiian boys, because their gratitude is immense.
Right, and you can see how, and in that video, you can see how cool he was, and like how nice it was, because at the end of it, he was like, because his wife came up and like I thanked him for signing the gloves, and he was like, no, it's no problem. It's like what you guys are doing. You're the real champion. He's a champion inside and outside of the cage. And that's what he's like yelling as Poirier was walking away. He's like, you're the champion outside of the cage. And then he was like, he's like, you guys just drive safe, okay? Or just stay safe. Like, just like being so nice, and like his face just fucking.
Dude, and like that's what I love about like that part of the UFC is like when you get to see that side of it, because like
they don't show that often, or as often enough.
People don't do it.
I guess.
That's the problem, is you got all these fucking, like Jorge was saying the other day, he's got these fucking clowns running around talking shit, trying to fucking get on camera.
Yeah.
No, like, I don't like that side of it.
Yeah, those guys would come off as douchey as hell. And
like you just look like a fucking
when
douche.
You heard, again, there's two sides of every story, but when you hear Masvidal's story, like how that guy was like walking back and forth, like staring at him with his buddies, and then like saying something to him. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if that's really the case. Then that dude deserved to get fucking smacked.
Yeah, because he was yelling across the.
And you heard him yell shit. Yeah, you heard him yell something and walk by, but I didn't realize that he was actually walking back and forth and then walked past him and ran through, because you can only see him on camera for the second one he's walking by.
Just when he gets slapped.
And Masvidal was like, "What, motherfucker?" Okay. That was awesome.
Like, no offense to the trash talk guys, but.
Yeah, sorry guys, we don't either.
We're not on that side.
Yeah, we just like hearing people trash talk each other.
Yeah.
Is that right? We don't like the trash talk. We just like to hear it.
Yeah.
But
we like the other side of it too.
Yeah. I talk some shit every now and then.
See, I've never been able to.
You're just too fucking nice. I was too goddamn cocky and believed my goddamn self too much. When I got in the cage, I was like, I don't believe as much as I said out there. I believe way more before I got in here and they locked that door. Yeah, it's a little bit. So again, Poirier, Holloway, great fight.
Fight of the night, fight of the year.
Fight of the year, definitely. If it's not Style Bender and Gaslam, it's fucking Poirier and Holloway, man. They got it. Another thing too is, do you watch Theo Von very much? You watch very much?
No, I was gonna say that's what I was gonna bring up actually.
Did you see Theo talk? Did you see him? I guess you probably seen him talk about it. Did you see him after the fight?
Yeah, just fucking going nuts, slapping the belt.
Poirier, hugged him and shit. Yeah.
Because then he was actually he interviewed Dustin on this past weekend.
before and after the fight. He actually got. Did you
So
see the one
before it was
after?
like a couple months
It was
ago.
like maybe 2 months ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then
he just did the one just
did one
right
phone
after that phone call, which
Yep.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Like I listened to that part as well, which is so cool because they're both in Louisiana. And then another cool thing that kind of happened is the first champion in the UFC from Louisiana is DC.
Really?
Yeah, the second one is Poirier.
Yeah.
And so DC went back there. You know, his buddy, his best fucking friend, the guy he trains with Khabib, is the champ.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he goes back there and he takes the Louisiana flag and puts it on his back, and he's like, here you go, brother. You finally, you did it for our people, whatever. And then Poirier goes, you're not the only one. Just remember that, you're not the only one. And then he goes, tell your boy Khabib, or tell your boy he better be ready. And so DC comes back and steals the flag off. I'm taking this home with me, and like puts it around his neck and walks away.
That's
but
funny.
he was like, congratulations, man, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
It's cool to see the,
And that
these
was
guys
out of
from
fun.
that town. Yeah, they're from the same state, and not necessarily town, the same state, and they have that pride.
Isn't there only one town in Louisiana?
Baton Rouge? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Let me see what it
the
said
one
in
to
different
get.
roads.
Is that where Alley is, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Treeport? Fuck, I know another one.
Gulfport.
No, Treeport.
What's the one with the festival? Is that Baton Rouge? Do you know the festival I'm
New
talking about?
Orleans, buddy.
Oh, okay.
I know, I just didn't want. I just hoping you'd figure it out. This is my friend Jay.
Hi, guys.
He's been punched a couple of times. So Poirier, awesome fight again. Big hats off to him. I'm excited to watch him fight Khabib. Holloway's gonna go back to 45, and he's probably gonna be a murderer there. So
That would have came to me in a couple weeks.
Weeks. Sitting like the fucking Jeopardy song.
I've been driving home.
Yeah.
Ryan!
Yeah, so you would call me, but I figured it out. Put back on the camera. Skype me. We'll do it right now.
That's what they said.
There's been actually, not to take away anything from those guys, because those guys are doing awesome, and it's great to see that, they have these guys that we've been seeing come up, and they've had a lot of ups and downs, in the UFC. Holloway, when he first started, lost to Connor. He lost to Poirier, so he had some.
Yeah, because this was the main of Poirier too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poirier, now
Some
he's
title.
Poirier again, but it's good to see these guys come all the way up, and not necessarily just because Holloway lost, Poirier won, but besides that, you get to see the skill set that these guys have gained and put on, and the maturity is.
The first fight was a first round finish, right? On
yeah,
bar.
Poirier won. Yeah, like
Triangle
on
on
bar.
top. And this was a 5-round fucking war.
And you got to see both of their games and what they're both very, very good at.
Because I don't think Poirier was ever really hurt in the fight.
No, I don't think so. Maybe got clipped, but.
But you really got to see Holloway's heart, where he's like, "I'm not fucking giving up."
No, he got.
Hit me with a goddamn cinder block, and I'm gonna come at you.
That's what it seemed like, right?
Yeah.
There was no quitting that motherfucker tonight. Or that night. It was one of those things where you saw that Hawaiian pride in it, and that's where it comes from. We talk about it in the Mexican pride. There's a lot of nationalities that are very known for fighting, and Hawaiians are fucking one of them, man. They're born and bred to fight, and the Warriors, man, the Hawaiian Warriors and Samoans, like that's what they're good for. So, that's what
they're good for. That's all you're good for.
That's what they're made for. Like a lot of the coming up through the centuries of them fighting each other and just fucking murdering people. They're like Vikings, though. They're like the brown Vikings. So
just mini versions.
Yeah. So another thing that's coming up is Mr. fucking TJ Dillashaw.
Fuck that guy. I was never on this guy's bandwagon.
I was never.
There's always something about him. I was like, you're kind of a douchebag.
I enjoyed the Killashaw thing. I loved when they called him out. I was like, God, that's a good nickname. That's a good marketing thought, Killashaw. But the fucking guy is the biggest cheat in the UFC. Like, who knows how many of his fights are actually fucking won without cheating?
Because this EPOA is hard to trace, hard to find, hard to figure out. B, no. They were just saying, I can't remember which podcast it was on, but they don't look for it.
No, and it's like very rare. It's like every 5 tests or something.
Yeah.
For it, if that.
So I can't remember. I think it was on Rogan in the Chop, Rogan Chop in the MMA show. They were saying go back because you can
We were just talking on the podcast. I was with my buddies. They didn't freeze any of the samples. They're supposed to freeze all of the samples.
For everybody?
Yeah, it comes out that they weren't freezing the samples for some reason.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
That's what they
They
said.
said they weren't freezing, but why? Why weren't you freezing this fucking samples?
You mean you were? I just unplugged that freezer now that we know about this?
I just paid somebody to not fucking, like, oops, we lost all those samples. Like, no, dude, there's something up with that. And I know Dana White was like, how the fuck am I gonna pay you guys so much fucking money, or the company UFC whatever pays you so much fucking money, and you guys are not testing for this every single time? Like, it's the
You're showing
biggest
up at
fucking
motherfuckers'
one.
houses at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're not gonna test for
every
every option, every
what,
option.
Like, what the fuck are you doing then? Like,
Yeah.
why are you even out here wasting the fucking time?
And then you're gonna fucking suspend somebody for like smoking weed. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly, and it's like, it's one of those things like, this dude, there's no way that, and everybody says it too, and it's 100%.
Or
There's
goddamn
no way
caffeine?
there's no way he took a fucking, too much caffeine, right?
Yeah, that's what I love about Nick Diaz, walking up with a goddamn supersized coffee and the fucking getting his pissed. I was like, yeah, alright, anyway.
But the fucked up thing is that it's not like it's a tainted supplement or there's some kind of way, it's not a dick pill like John Jones, there's no way this motherfucker.
That's why he didn't fight this for a second.
You have to take it out of a syringe and stick it in your fucking ass, That's the only way it's injectable. You stick it in your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Same thing that Lance Armstrong was doing and shit like that.
Because I was gonna say, could you do like, what is it, those hyperbaric chambers? Is that kind of an EPO thing?
No.
No?
That's way different. No.
Okay.
Like EPO, what EPO does is it modifies your body and your blood.
It replaces blood cells.
And it makes your body produce more white blood cells and faster. And
White or red?
Which one's the oxygen?
I think it's red. White blood cells fight sickness.
Okay, well, red blood cells, but whatever ones help you recover.
Because when you bleed, never mind. We're not scientists.
Yeah, we have no idea. But I believe what they were saying is that it like doubles or triples your amount of red blood cells or whatever it is that produces oxygen in your body. So, what Matt Serra was saying too is like, who knows? Because in the first fight when TJ fought Garbrandt rocked him, and they're saying like, who knows if that motherfucker wasn't on EPO if he would have recovered.
Right.
Because he failed the second test of Garbrandt, so they got to go back and test that. And he failed that test, and so at least the last time I checked, and they said it was confirmed that he had failed that test as well.
So then, does the belt go back to Garbrandt?
I don't know how that works. I don't know.
Because when Jones failed, the belt went back to DC.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Or does it go to that Mexican guy that knocked out Garbrandt? No, not Cejudo. The other guy.
Oh, Munez,
Pedro.
Yeah, I don't know who that goes to. And again,
he just has a vacant belt.
Think about how fucked Garbrandt is now.
Yeah,
he
you
just
ruined
lost
his
another
fucking
fight
career.
to another guy that he probably wouldn't have had to fight if he would have knocked you the fuck out.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Munez probably would have been TJ again. He would have probably beat TJ. Then he would have fought Cejudo.
Or
you know what I mean?
Cruz.
Or Cruz again if Cruz would
Yeah,
have been
that
back.
Cruiser match. Because that was once, right?
Yeah, they fought once. Yeah. But Cruz has been hurt. He's having surgeries and stuff. So that guy's body just fell the fuck apart on him, dude. It sucks so bad because
at least he
so
can
good.
talk.
Yeah, he's very good talking. So that's brain there. But again, it's one of those things that like it fucked
Garbrandt's
over
career
so bad, and how much money could you? And I'm just repeating. I'm sure everybody's seen this. Has seen the Matt Serra video we haven't. It's like he makes it to a point like how he's such a fucking piece of shit scumbag, man. Like he took so much money out of that guy, and big thing that TJ or that Matt Serra wasn't saying that I kind of was saying is he was talking about like the money and the longevity of the career and like the fights in the UFC. Like you can't go back, because he lost 2 fights to a fucking cheater. You know,
Right.
it's like that, and it's like okay, that makes sense, but at the end of the day, like. Fuck the money aspect of the deal. Like
You
how
fucked
many
his brain
brain
up.
cells, how much CTE did you give this guy? Like how much unnecessary bullshit because
and he was the guy. He's the kind of guy. He's the guy that beat up the guy in his gym.
Yeah, Holdsworth.
Yeah, like he's just a total dick.
Yeah. And so, and I don't know if you've heard that story too, but what it sounds like is like Holdsworth.
He ruins
was
that
tapping the
guy's
fuck out of
career.
him, was tapping him out a bunch, and then they like were in another scramble. TJ sprawled and then fucking kneed him in the fucking back
Oh,
of the
I
head.
know guys like that.
Yeah. We
People
know
have been slamming when you're boxing.
Yeah, we know those douchers, man. And it's like, there's no fucking room for those guys in any kind of sport like that. There's no fucking room for that.
That needs to stop at the gym level.
For sure. And with TJ, man, it's like it's one of those things that I was pushing for a lifetime ban. I think that they need to make an example.
Because it's only 2 years.
Yeah.
Like
that's
what.
fucking vacation. That's
Yeah.
what
No.
everybody's
Did you see
saying.
the Dominic Cruz interview where he was talking about this?
About how he's gonna
He
come
goes,
back
he's gonna
better.
come back better because he gets 2 years off. He gets to heal. He gets to rest. He gets to work on everything.
Right.
Get that
and figure out how much EPO.
How old is he now? He's gonna come back into his prime.
Yep, exactly.
So you're pretty much giving this guy the break that he needs to be better. It's like, just get him the fuck out.
Exactly. At the end of the day, fuck TJ Dillashaw, and he's like, oh, my camp, nobody knew anything about it, blah blah blah. That motherfucking strength and conditioning coach of his looks like that motherfucker is out there injecting motherfuckers.
Do you remember when he was on Rogan, right?
He was talking about how they know what time he sleeps, what
They
time
track
he wakes
everything.
up, what time he falls asleep. It's like, and then he was talking about the white blood cells, about how that guy was telling him, taking him into the fucking chamber or whatever, and making him do whatever blood cells, whatever the fuck they are, whatever color they are.
It's purple.
But he was talking about how that guy was gonna be pissed off because he started bringing up red blood cells, and how whatever he was doing was producing more red blood cells. He's like, oh, is he mad at me for saying that? And the only reason why he's mad at that is
because you were cheating, bitch.
Motherfucker, yeah. And then he's like, I juice every day. And there's a sweet video, if you guys look it up, it's the TJ Dillashaw juicing video. They like, TJ talks about how he does like organic juicing, and he like makes like his own like smoothies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I juice every day. Yeah, I juice every day. And then it goes to like, it helps with my red blood cells or whatever it is. It's like, I juice every day. And like just keeps, and it was funny because Garbrandt kind of shared it out there. And then like, cause somebody had made it up and just like copied it perfectly. And it totally is like, when you listen to the conversation, you go back to actually listen to TJ Dillashaw and you break it up, you're like, dude, you totally giving away that he was cheating the whole time, but like, you just gotta kind of like pick out the parts of it, like, oh, okay.
I saw a picture. It was like right when this broke. He was sitting next to a table, like a kitchen table or whatever it was, and there was like 60 bottles of supplements. He's like, well, if I just use it all, I'll never be able to figure out which one has the.
Yeah, which one it is. What a fucking dude. He's such a scumbag, dude. At the end of the day,
he didn't say that. Somebody posted.
No. That's
like
exactly what it is, though. That's exactly how it is, because that's what he's saying. He's like, I do all this different shit, so that's a perfect example of just how big of a piece of shit. And like, it goes back to, I wrote down TRT because it kind of goes back to like, if you look at him and you look at Vitor TRT.
But TRT was legal at the time, so I'm gonna give that one to him.
Yeah, but if you look at him and Vitor TRT, they're
and
the
like,
same exact guy. So
I was watching these fights with my girl
after the EPO. I want to see what he looks like when he comes back without EPO.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, if he's not on EPO.
And I wanted, we were watching and I showed her, I was like, this is what the champions look like. Did you see Holloway's body? Did you see Poirier's body? Stylebend is kind of ripped, but Gastelum. Did you see their bodies?
Yeah,
like that is the bodies of the champions right now who aren't juicing to the gills.
Think about Chuck
They
Liddell
look
back
like
in the day.
they
Chuck
look like
Liddell had
normal
abs,
human
but he was
beings.
so flabby. And people used to make fun of him. He's like, oh, he's got that beer belly, but he's got abs under his belly.
Right.
But that's what a fucking normal person should look like if you're in good shape and you're actually taking care of yourself.
Like, yeah, you can die and do all that stuff right and look ripped, but
there's so many guys that before USADA and after USADA, they don't look the fucking same. Eric Silva, like, there's so many guys you can name out. You can name so many motherfucking guys. He's a guy that he was super ripped, won a bunch of fights before USADA. USADA came in, all of a sudden he got hurt for 3-4 fights in a row, couldn't fight, came back, was a completely different body, looking at dad bod.
Yeah.
Got his ass kicked for a couple fights and got kicked out. Like, there's no hiding that shit. And fucking Dillashaw's lucky he got away with it as long as he did.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucking USADA or whoever the fuck was testing the fucking.
And doesn't USADA, aren't they the guys who busted fucking what's his nuts?
Who's that?
The bike rider.
Lance Armstrong?
Yeah.
It might have been WADA, the World Athletic.
Okay.
But USADA is like this United States Athletic. But I think
well, USADA does the Olympics.
Does USADA do the Olympics?
Yeah.
Maybe they did them.
Because I'm pretty sure it was, because I'm pretty sure that they talked about it whenever, who's the Golden Snitch?
Oh, yep, I know you're talking about.
Was on Rogan.
Doctor, yep. The UFC performance enhancing doctor guy.
Yeah, the USADA. He used to work for USADA, now he works for the UFC, conveniently.
I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, the Golden Snitch.
That's
his name.
That is his name. That's how I basically know him too. Jeff Novitzky.
Novitzky, yeah.
Like, I knew it'd come to me in a second.
Yeah, a couple weeks later. I understand how that works.
So yeah, again, this is gonna be just a lot of hard work on our end and a lot of bullshit that we're gonna do. And again, we come in and we talk about a lot of these podcasts and just kind of get off the EPO thing again. At the end of the day, it's fuck TJ Dillashaw. I go.
The snake in the grass. This was called out 4 years ago.
Years ago, and the one and only motherfucking.
I think
McGregor called that shit out.
I wonder how many people know about this shit in the inner circles that doesn't get to the public. Where like.
Yep. Where they keep it hush enough that but.
Yeah, like everybody knows everybody's cheating, but.
it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
It's all fucking bullshit.
I feel bad for, you know, just because the stories and the bullshit that he's gone through.
Can we start a UFC conspiracy podcast?
That's the next one.
Oh man.
Well, that's gonna be the mashup. Me and you, TJ, Colin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is what we'll do.
Conspiracies? Dude, I'm gonna go off on fucking Eddie Bravo, my Eddie Bravo world.
Oh man.
That's gonna be me, guys.
Flat Earth. If you guys believe in flat Earth, this is your guy. So yeah, but with these podcasts now, just basically we got a lot of work coming up. We got a lot of great guests we're trying to get. It's gonna be one of those things where we are just gonna try to, you know, we're working a lot. So it's gonna be just me and Jay talking a lot, and a lot of, you know, hopefully getting some good interviews. And again, Jay's gonna try to, at least we're gonna try to get it to where we interview people together now, where you're kind of running the camera and I'm actually doing the interview, but used to do.
We'll just have to get a third one for me. Or second camera.
We'll have to figure it out. Yeah. And with this new program that we did,
I'm pretty enough,
before,
guys.
we can get it to where we can have 3 people or 4 people, because I've had it to where, you know, we can get it 5 or 6 people on camera at a time. So I've been able to work with that. But again, we gotta get rid of that damn hum.
Yeah.
But for those people who did listen to the Prodigy episode 16 of the Wild Canal podcast, it's the life of the Prodigy. The audio in that one has a hum. We are in the middle of fixing that and getting it back to where there's no hum. Okay, but we did lose just a couple minutes of that, and we're trying to figure out if we can save those or if it's going to be gone. But it's not looking good. So hopefully in a week or 2 we will have that back out. But it will only be the audio version will be fixed, not the video version, unfortunately. But a lot of people have been kind of requesting audio, so that's helping a lot of people with work and stuff like that. And again, like you said, when you're working, it's hard to watch a video. And I know I had some people telling me, at least 1 or 2 guys telling me that they're like, I tried to put it in my pocket or to sit it somewhere and listen to it, but it's too far away, or we're just going to push a button in my pocket.
I was just going to say, because YouTube, you have to be on it with the screen open.
Unless you have like YouTube Red, which not when you're able to have that. It's pretty expensive and it's not really worth it. Unless you listen to just YouTube all the time.
Quit bumping the table.
Is that me?
No, it was me.
Yeah, it's yeah, so if the table shakes, it's fucking...
I'm too big for my life.
Yeah, yeah, I did kind of cram it in there. I'm sorry, we'll figure it out. We're just fucking...
Simple upgrades, one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah, I had to have your goddamn Arizona team chew spit shit there for you. I mean, he's not chewing Coach Dan or his woman.
Whoever cares at this point.
Yeah, whoever gives a fuck. At this point, he's ruined his own fucking life, so fucking who cares? But no, we always appreciate everybody listening to it. And a big thing too, I was gonna say earlier, we were going to guest, is I put out a post earlier about ideas for guests.
Yep.
And I know Logan Clark has been one of the guests that, you know, John and Austin both asked right away, Logan Clark. And it's somebody that I wanted to get on, but I haven't been able to get a hold of for a while, and I haven't been able to see him. And so hopefully we can get Logan Clark on and get his story, because he's had a great story. I've known Logan since I was, you know, since I first started. He was on
because you guys, well, back in Crazy.
Yeah, Team Crazy. Yeah, we got Team Crazy together. So, and that's a great story. I mean, he's fought in Japan. He's fought all over the world.
When the fuck are we getting Dan on?
I don't know. He's still waiting, and his life and kids and work. And,
so
I've been trying, but not trying to poke too hard. But
poke the bear.
Poke the bear. That's the one bear I'm not fucking. You fucking poke him.
Well, I want to get Dion's backstory.
I want to get Dion too.
And his back. So,
let's try Dion. Let's try Dion. Let's get him next.
Okay.
We'll do Dion.
Yeah.
Dion, if you're watching, you're on next. We're gonna get you.
Well, not next. We have 2 coming up.
Yeah, one of the next ones.
Yeah.
But his is easy.
You're number 3, homie.
No, but we could just get him any night of the week though. We
Yeah.
just jump in at the back of the. You know, we could just do the
back room
that we started in. You know, we can just do that. That'll work. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we got a bunch of good guests coming up. And again, we're working a lot, so.
And John Fro telling people he didn't say, "Hey, I want to be on this thing."
I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna get his son Judah too. I was already thinking about that. I want to get Judah because Judah's in the brain.
Maybe we could get Eric.
Brainwash.
Anderson,
we could too, yeah, and get him promoted.
See, we're working ideas out.
We're just and again, if anybody has ideas of people, we do a lot of fighting and a lot of martial arts and stuff like that. And
but
I know some comedians. I know there's a guy named Zach Ashton. If he's watching, or if anybody watches this, Zach. I'm gonna try to get Zach Ashton on. He's a guy that kind of helped me a lot through my comedy. When I was doing stand up and stuff. So he does some stand up, and maybe him on just to kind of mix it up. I know he's got some good shows coming up, and he was actually in a metal band for a while as well. So he's got some pretty, some good stories, and he always fucking made me laugh my ass off. So he's a really good guy. I want to get on it. So again, we're not just looking for fighters. We're looking for people from all walks of life. mostly like Jay likes fighters, but anybody. I mean,
Yeah, like people
anybody
that
that
know how
has
to
an
talk shit.
interesting story or that's willing to take the time out of their day or week or whatever it is to just come on here and tell us all about their ups and downs and what's helped them in life and where they've come from, because it's really interesting to me to get to know all these people and like figuring out that Austin was from Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri, get it right.
Yeah, Missouri. We had to talk about that. I showed Johanna that too. I was like, Missouri, it's Missouri. So, and then it's funny because he says Missouri, and I was like, Missouri? You're from Missouri, right? Missouri? I can only imagine he's like, this.
Shut the
fucking
fuck up.
But it's just an interesting deal. Damon Hill has an awesome story.
That
If
was
you
a
guys
fun one.
haven't seen these podcasts and you're watching this one, go back to some of these podcasts.
Get your
Zach's
lives
been
together,
on.
guys.
Jay has an awesome podcast.
Probably not.
The second, the episode 2. Travis, you got Dax, Damian, Austin's awesome story and his fight coming up, so check that out. And again, we're gonna get Jordan on. Coming up.
Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday. We're working on that, so that'll be out next week, right before
We have to
the
get it
fight.
out by the next weekend.
Yeah, so we'll post that one out for sure. And
Thursdays.
We'll try to make that one probably a little shorter. That way it's easier to get out faster. And I know she probably doesn't have a lot of time, so that one will probably maybe
Okay, well,
45 minutes.
she
or
committed
so,
some time
so.
to this.
Oh, did she? Oh, really? Okay.
She says she's an open book.
Oh, perfect. All right.
So
So maybe hers will be a little bit longer, but we'll try to get it out as fast as possible and make that again with the phone. It kind of takes a little bit of time, but the phone has been our best option so far. We did do episode 16 together, but again, it just had that weird hum and it just
Yeah, we
really
don't want
bothered
that.
me. We don't want that. Yeah, and I showed him a video that we did do earlier, Jay. So that had a video that was on the same program, but it was a little less hum. Again, we can't figure out how to get rid of that hum altogether yet, but it's a work in progress. We'll figure it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But
Do you think they can get that whisper just as good?
I can, so I hope so.
Maybe I should just whisper all the time.
Can you, Faja, can you hear? I'll have to send you that last podcast we did because me and my buddies were having some fun at the end of it. And again, we were just setting up, playing it here, figuring out what the lighting and all that stuff works, and trying to figure out that new program. So it's always a work in progress. And just so everybody listening and watching, just know that we're always trying to do something. We're always trying to get new guests, figure out something better to do. The next advertising, the next big thing that we can do. The next.
We'll take your business too.
Yeah, and we're always looking for sponsors. I'm definitely.
So we can do episodes with you.
Yeah, and that's
Promote
what,
you
that's
that
what
way.
we're gonna do again with Steve and his Primeston brewing company. He's gonna
Okay.
come on and we're gonna talk how about the Freeze and how he sponsors that because his brewing company actually sponsors the Freeze. He plays on the team. He's gonna sponsor our podcast at some point coming up here soon. We're gonna kind of work out all the details with that, but that's gonna be a little closer to once he actually opens up and stuff like that. So we can give him another episode where we're promoting his business and do all that stuff.
Deal.
But again, thanks to our sponsor we do have now, Justin Cobalt of Precision Detailing here in Rochester, Minnesota. You can find him on Facebook at Precision Detailing LLC, and it's owned and operated by Justin Cobalt. Again, you can find him on Facebook as well as Justin Cobalt. He does detailing, cleans cars, he does all kinds of crazy stuff, and I know he is super busy right now. So if you do try to contact him, if you
It's all
cannot-
because of us.
I think so. If
Yeah.
It's not Justin. Come on, bro. It's got to be a little bit because of us. But again, contact him. And if not, I'm sure he'll send you to one of Jay's sponsors as well.
Yeah,
they
because
work
I know a
hand in
guy too,
hand.
guys.
Yeah, and I know Justin and Jay's sponsors. when they
Mr.
work
Jeremy
hand in hand.
Casper.
Yeah,
We'll give you a
Jeremy-
shout out.
Yeah,
A
Jeremy
5-star
Casper,
automotive detail.
5-star, yep. And so they sponsor Jay for all of his fights and stuff. So we don't usually try to cross promote, but I know those two guys have been working hand in hand
Yeah.
together just because they've been so swamped.
They're the best in
years.
Rochester, so.
And they are, and that shows because they're getting all this damn work and they're so busy. I know Justin was telling me like I gotta go home at some point. I can't just keep fucking fixing cars and stuff.
See, Jamie's lucky enough to work at home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
so-
So that works pretty well. But yeah, again, I mean, get a hold of us if you want your car detailed or anything like that. We got plenty of people, and if you want to sponsor us, you want to get somebody in the podcast, you want to suggest somebody for the podcast. And again, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, you think you have a good story and you want to tell it, get a hold of
I'm
one
gonna
of
tell
us.
you no.
Jay will tell you no, but I'll tell you
Maybe.
Because maybe's always better than no, Jay. But no, we're just looking for anybody that's interested in it. And I've been asking people, like, what are the types of people, or who's somebody that you'd want me to get on? And again, Logan Clark has been the one that everyone's asking. And for the next few weeks, I'm going to just keep posting that. Who do you guys want on? Who's
Just
somebody
keep
you
poking
know,
them.
yeah. And just hopefully we can get it to everybody's Facebook page. So hopefully, we get 10 more guests that people want to look at.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I'm excited
they're
about the
all
ones that we
fighters.
have
again, yeah.
In transit?
Yeah, we can get John, Judah. We got so many people. Eric, like we got so many people that we can get on that we can try again that we're gonna write. We gotta start writing these lists, these people down.
I have my fucking planner.
You have a plan? Yeah, he's a planner. This guy, he is on top of shit. I am not.
I'm trying to be an organized human now. Adult human.
Oh, it's all dead. Screw it. Yeah, he's got it. But again, thank you guys for all the support. I know we've had a bunch of downloads on the Podbeam so far.
Can you track that?
Awesome. Yeah, I can track that and monetize that, and I can send you all the numbers and stuff. But a month ago, maybe now, again, I know we were getting like
we're at 4 million.
Views. We were getting 78 views an episode for the YouTube, so I'm not sure how many we're getting right now. The Podbeam that just came out. But again, if you have iTunes and you listen to any iTunes podcast, you have the podcast app, any of that. Podbeam is the one that we are on, and that's on both.
With an N.
That's both. Yeah, and yeah, Bean. Yeah, Podbeam. Yeah, because Beam.
I'll help you out.
Yeah. So that is actually.
I can't find this Podbeam thing. What the fuck are you talking about?
Beam. That works on both.
Now they're just gonna be confused as fuck.
Yeah. So
we'll draw a picture for you.
It works on. And at the end, if you're just like wondering what the hell we're rambling about, we'll have all the links and stuff to that because we're smart enough to actually do that. But we're not smart enough to remember while we're doing it. So think ahead, or we don't. Either way. But Podbeam is on.
Plan for failure.
Yeah, plan for failure, or just plan to fail. Either way, whatever. Fail to plan or plan to fail. One of the two. Is that how it goes here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta go back to school. So yeah, but Podbeam.
That's what Tanya kept telling me today.
Did he?
Tanya.
Oh, Tanya did? What you keep telling her?
You need to go back to school. You can't even read. I'm like, yeah, I know.
She's a little trouble. Dude, those kids are on one today, bro.
Yeah.
They're on it. That was good classes though. I had a lot of fun. It was a great day, man. I had a rough morning, but it turned out to be a pretty great day.
Yeah, I usually hate the morning too.
Yeah. We're hoping to get a different place to move into, but unfortunately, looks like we're probably gonna be staying here for another year. But that's all right. But anyway, you can find our podcast. Yeah, go ahead and talk. And if anybody's looking, I'm looking for a house here in Rochester or somewhere surrounding. It's not in the Homewood Ghetto area. I just don't want anybody to shoot me. That's my problem. But yeah, you can find our podcast on Podbean, and that works on Android and any Apple phones or anything like that. Basically, any phone, the Podbean app will work. Again, iTunes, if you have iTunes app, we're on there as well, which is awesome. It's a big step up. And I think that maybe makes us look a little more legitimate.
Oh, we're official.
Yeah, and then we're on YouTube always. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Wow Look At Me Now. Instagram's Wow Look At Me Now _podcast. Twitter is Look At Me Now Wow, or at Look At Me Now Wow, but it is the Wow Look At Me Now podcast, but that's just a little hashtag to find it. They switch it up on us. Podbeam is just the Wow Look At Me Now podcast, and YouTube is again Wow Look At Me Now podcast. So go ahead and check any of those out. Again, thanks to our sponsor Justin Cobalt. Anything else you got before we head out, Jay? No. I
talked enough shit.
Talked a bunch of shit. Yeah. Again, check out Three Rivers Throwdown. The Micro Wrestling Federation is coming to town. It's gonna be this Saturday, which will probably be when this comes out. It'll be Friday, so it's gonna be the next day, so tomorrow. So
it's today.
Listen to it. It's today. Buy your tickets, go and watch an awesome event. And from the videos and stuff I've seen, the micro wrestling is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to go.
I want to see some little people fly.
I just want to see some people get punched right and they're fucking little melons, man. Just punch each other, man. I am so excited. I hope they do. Dude, they're going to be so happy, man. Like I've been so pumped for the show. And even if they get mad at us, whatever, dude, I'm so excited to go.
We get kicked out before the show starts.
Don't
call me a midget again.
Don't say the M word, dude.
Oh, damn it.
I'll just keep yelling at. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He's new. He doesn't know what to do. No. Yeah. So thank you guys again. These podcasts are just being fun now. We're just trying to have more fun and be lighthearted. Some of these are serious. Some of these aren't. And again, we're not the smartest guys. We like to have fun. We're just here hopefully entertaining people. And if you guys want us to do anything or not do anything, we don't give a fuck.
They tell us to just stop and go home.
Yeah, we'll just wrap it up. But
we're not gonna listen to you.
We're always open for suggestions and again,
critiques.
Critiquing. There we go. That's the word.
But only positive.
Yeah. But we're just excited that we've been able to do this, and I'm just kind of rambling, but I just want to know that everybody to know that we really appreciate it. And if you are listening to this and you made it through the bullshit that we do talk to, that at the end of the day, this really does mean a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to Jay too.
It's a lot of fun.
We've been having a lot of fun, and we've been getting to meet a lot of people. And not necessarily even meeting people, but getting to know people that we've already.
You get past the show,
know,
which is interesting.
Yeah, and when you train with guys, especially like Austin, I know everybody was like, "Oh, he's like such a hard ass." And that's what he was saying too. And everybody guys sees podcasts, like, he seems like a really good dude. And like he is, but it's just
if you only deal with him 3 hours a day when he's yelling at you, you don't see that.
His job is to be the coach and to keep you, in check, or he's there to get better. He's not gonna, it makes sense, but it's good that we can get that side of people and get other people to see that side, get people to see that side of Austin before they see him go on the cage and try to rip his face off, and so it's awesome. And a lot of people, they hear about Brock Larson, but they don't know who he is. So we kind of know who Brock is, but I don't know him.
Yeah, like I didn't even know you till last week. Shit.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Too, And I've been doing this podcast with you for how long? We've been friends for even longer than that. Like, it's just so crazy. So
no, we weren't.
It's been such a great opportunity. Now I don't like you, but it's been such a great opportunity just to be able to.
What is it? Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, don't touch me. Me and John until all the time. Now we stole that shit. That's our shit. Don't touch me. I'm gonna call a strain order right now. I have the guy on speed dial. But again, we appreciate all you guys listening and taking the time to out of your days and to either watch or listen to the podcast. Now, I'm hoping that more people are going to be listening than watching, I'm sure. But again, we will be doing the visuals just because it's going to be fun. And once we figure out this program, we'll be able to actually show highlights and stuff, and actually show what we're going to be looking at and reading, and everybody's the fight cards and stuff. So we'll be able to go down over that. I think I heard a ghost. I just forgot. What the hell? That's the perfect way to end this podcast. So again, this is the rundown, and thank you guys. We appreciate it so much. Again, contact Justin Coball, Precision Detailing, and if he's too busy, he's gonna send you to Jeremy Casper,
5-star,
a 5-star automotive detailing. And so, either way, your car's gonna get and be in good hands.
It'll be pretty.
And
for winter,
you'll be able to
summer.
take the Wow Look at Us, Wow Look at Me Now podcast for your car looking so spiffy when you run over a deer or whatever the hell you do. Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't think they do body work.
No, we'll find. We're gonna look up body work now.
I know a guy. Bloom Perry.
There we go. See, we already got a new sponsor with that.
We already figured this shit out.
We got this. All right. Thanks again. Thank you guys. I'm the Prodigy.
The Magic Man.
And this has been another rundown. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.